Has been made very clear due to contractual obligations. The original chosen one, Rick Michaels, this is his last time. No longer will he be appearing in a Wildside ring, leaving a piece of himself behind. The man that debuted here when this building opened, even before NWA Wildside in 1999, back to the NCW days. He was a co-founder of the promotion, four-time World Tag Team Champion, two-time Wildside Champion, two-time Wildside Tag Champion, held every title under the sun, the only chosen one in wrestling, and it is a pleasure to have Rick Michaels back.
Remarkable, and Rick Michaels, what we know as the knowledge that he brings to the ring is it's immense. When you say a piece of him he's leaving behind here at the NWA arena, there are pieces of Rick Michaels in every corner of this building. Chunks of his skin, chunks of his soul are in the floorboards of this very building. And tonight, for one last time, with two very talented team members, he gets an opportunity to shine before he heads bring it on back to our good friends over at WWE.
And certainly not to take any of the spotlight away from the returns of the great athletes and smart Bart Sawyer, the man that appeared on the first ever episode of NWA Wildside, the All-Star Cru Jones, a former world television champion. That's great, and we know those guys are going to be back, and we're glad to have them. But this right here, fans, if you were watching, if you've been a long-time follower of NWA Wildside, you are witnessing history, the very last match of the original chosen one, Rick Michaels, and then we will all take this in our minds, ingrained in our thoughts forever. I know I will.
I dare say Zero X just got the mat ingrained in his brain in a rather violent way, thanks to the original chosen one. Remember earlier on, we brought a brief little interview with all members of Alabama Attitude and Zero X. They had a little bit of trepidation about meeting up, not so much Rick Michaels, but his mystery opponents are. As with any mystery opponents, you can't prepare for it. You don't know what you're in for. And Rick Michaels, as we know, is quite the king of surprises himself.
So we've gone through so much emotion with this man, back and forth. Whether you loved him or hate him, you knew he gave it his all, 110% of the time. We remember the near tragic incident when the back injury occurred in Nashville. We were told he may not even make it. The pneumonia had set up in his lungs. Our hearts almost stopped there with him that night. And I remember that like it was yesterday. And now, fans, here we are, his last match ever in the building, as Rick Michaels pummeling away on the head of TC Carnage, and one for old time's sake to his good buddy Andrew Thomas.
Those two guys go way back as TC Carnage and Rick Michaels mixing up. Good heavens, I think TC may have knocked a couple of teeth out of the mouth of Rick Michaels. Michaels getting a foot up and stopping TC Carnage en route, and a clothesline seals the deal.
Big clothesline there by the original chosen one. Tag made in to the All-Star Cru Jones, hailing from Fraternity Row.
Where is Fraternity Row? Have we nailed down where that was exactly?
I guess that could be in a variety of places. There's a leapfrog, brutal chop to the chest of TC Carnage as a former world television champion now. And here coming to aid Rick Michaels. It's odd to see them, but sometimes emotional moments like this will bring even the strangest of bedfellows together.
That they do. A lot of people owe Rick Michaels plenty favors, and a couple of them are calling him in here tonight.
Oh, certainly. And look throughout the Wildside locker room. Half the roster has spent some tutelage under Michaels here in the Wildside Dojo, which he created, which he founded, and which he later ran and produced AJ Styles, Slim J, Gabriel, Azrael. You want to go on and on with the great superstars, the truly great superstars in NWA Wildside, all under the tutelage. So there's yet another portion of Rick Michaels that will always be here in the NWA arena, whether or not his body physically is able to.
That is. Thanks a lot for creating Azrael there, Rick Michaels. But other than that, that's definitely quite a series of accomplishments from the original chosen one. But not to demean the talents of the returning Cru Jones, making quite a swing through the Midwest with our friends at NWA Midwest as well as IWA Mid-South. I hear their play-by-play guy really sucks up there.
That guy's related to you, isn't he?
No.
Oh, neckbreaker.
And Adam Roberts, the man with easily the most confidence of the three Alabama Attitude members here tonight, wanting to take Rick Michaels completely out of the picture. Yes, it's the retirement match. And And we all know how retirements in pro wrestling are often very fleeting unless your name is Jack Briscoe. But for Rick Michaels, it has to be.
Legally it has to, because it's a contractual obligation with World Wrestling Entertainment.
Yeah, that's right. They ask him for a lot of black tarps to sew up there at the WWE. So that's keeping the man busy as Cru Jones now sits against some serious pain on Adam Roberts. The first man to ever appear on Wildside TV, Bart Sawyer, is now the most recent.
Smart Bart Sawyer, a former mentor of The Rock, former USWA Tag Team Champion with The Rock himself. Smart Bart Sawyer, a protege himself of Rowdy Roddy Piper. And there you see that same fighting spirit. Tag made back into the original Chosen One. And Michaels is measuring Adam Roberts here. Oh! Right between the uprights, it is good.
Unless your name, of course, is Adam Roberts.
And then it's very, very bad.
Boy, Adam Roberts got a bustle in his head, Joe, and a drop kick. A man in what Rick Michaels has been through should not be making drop kicks, but try telling him at this stage in the game.
Nice snap suplex there by Michaels. Lateral press with a float over. Only managed to get a 2 count. He hesitated there as 0X and TC Carnage were making their way into the ring. Boot to the midsection by Michaels. Off the ropes it comes. Delivers the big knee.
Boy, shades of wrestling too. We had another great Georgia champion of years past. And a double team from Sawyer and Michaels, and Adam Roberts is seeing stars. Big charging clothesline, and Bart Sawyer dropping an elbow on Roberts. Pin attempt. Only 2 goes, and TC Carnage in for perhaps an insurance policy. And if you're from Alabama, too much insurance is never enough.
Ace crusher there by smart Bart Sawyer, goes to the pinfall, but TC Carnage very quick to get in there and break that up.
Hope Bart Sawyer's not going to do Roddy Piper's favorite finishing move, the artificial hip toss.
Terrible.
Thank you.
Side headlock applied there by Sawyer. Off the ropes he goes, up and over. TC Carnage there to get a handful of hair. It was just enough to distract him, while Adam Roberts came in from the behind.
Which unfortunately is keeping Cru Jones and Rick Michaels from beginning to enter the ring, which is bad news for Bart Sawyer, who's getting it handed to him by all members of Alabama Attitude, as well as the auxiliary member 0X.
Nasty clothesline.
Boy, Bart Sawyer's got so much experience, but the firepower of Adam Roberts at this moment is overwhelming all that experience. Big uppercut, and Bart Sawyer goes down in a heap. Well, the punching power of TC Carnage certainly evident here tonight. What a power-packed episode of NWA Wildside, and we're starting it off with Rick Michaels' retirement match. Good heavens.
We're on Wildside and also Wildside version 6.0. The anniversary show available on Wildside Home Video. Now Smart Mark Home Video. We're glad to have aboard of the NWA Wildside family.
Boy, 0X just going to town on the head of Bart Sawyer, but Bart vainly trying to fight on back, but the numbers game is a little bit too much at the moment for Smart Bart.
The drop kick by 0X goes to the pinfall. Sawyer out at 2.
I mean, 0X definitely a very game and gifted competitor, but against the Bart Sawyer, obviously the deck is stacked up against the youngster from the Pinecone State. TC Carnage in, and Bart Sawyer is not getting a very nice welcome from the boys from Alabama.
And Rick Michaels trying to get Andrew Thomas to restore some order here, but I think Thomas was doing it in the manner that he wished. Back elbow there by TC Carnage.
I think Bart was trying to duck that elbow. Can't say I'll blame him. And matter of fact, he succeeded particularly since there was no 3 count there. Smart Bart's finding himself a little bit lucky at this stage in the game. Oh no, but a pair of elbows from both members of Alabama Attitude, and Bart Sawyer could certainly use a tag right now.
It's going to be detrimental at this point in the match because Sawyer's taking a heck of a lot of punishment. Reversal into the far corner. Sawyer charges.
Roberts goes charging into a foot from Smart Bart. And Smart Bart very smartly tags the original Chosen One. Adam Roberts stops dead in his tracks.
Rick Michaels in the ring. And the Chosen One
is choosing each member of Alabama Attitude one-on-one.
And here it comes, fans. Here it comes, the double shot. No! Zero X gets in the way there, but now Michaels decides that he's going to go for the ride. There's the double shot.
Adam Roberts in the breakup, that pin attack. Oh, God, I think Zero X was as good as pin for that. Adam Roberts wanted none of it. Oh, bad news for Rick Michaels. I'll check that.
Tons of reversals there, but Michaels is on top. There's the double shot. It's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a team of Bart, Sawyer Cru Jones and the original Chosen One, Rick Michaels.